folks. I just kind of off-center in the video here a little bit because I'm blocking the light from the door. It's quite a, it looks like anyways, I don't have my glasses, but it looks like it's creating a bit of a glare, so I'm sitting off to the side. So everything that I will show on the screen, I'll have to put on this side. Yeah, I actually got it right that time. So it's cold today. It's like -8. I think that's the coldest temperatures I've seen so far as daytime temperatures when I'm out. I don't recall seeing any double-digit temperatures so far this winter. I can't say this year because it's 2022 now. Second day into it, so it's 2020 02 01 02 or 02 01, depending on which way you do your dates. But ended the year off on a not so nice situation. I lost another hard drive. It just shut off and wouldn't come back. And that would be the one that I had all my backups on. All my YouTube music and licensing, all my project stuff, all my YouTube videos that I've uploaded, backups of those, backups of my internal website. I don't think there was anything on there, originals, just backups. The only real issue is a lot of the backup website backup stuff I don't have anywhere else. It's just kind of stuff when I back up. It's just some stuff that I just decide I'm not using, so I don't bother putting it back in. So if I ever decide to use it again, I don't have it. I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. But as far as my YouTube videos, there's stuff I don't have on YouTube anymore, so it's not like I can re-download it. Most of the videos I have anyways, but there's some stuff that it was never on YouTube. It was Facebook stuff and just videos I made that I just never did anything with. And all my footsteps through time stuff. It was also on there. All of 2016 or 2006 was on that hard drive. Not a huge deal because I do have that stuff on disk and I've already gone through it all. It's now on the hard drive that I do my YouTube stuff on. So it's back into the computer, but my main concern with that is some of those discs are 13 years old, and the DVDs that you burn are generally only good for 10 years before they start to erode. But so far I haven't had any issues. Everything's loaded in fine, so I'm happy with that. Because originally when I started burning the discs, anything over 5 years I would reburn, but some, obviously these ones are 13, so I never got that far. And it just got to be too expensive. They're too much. Walmart doesn't carry the DVD spools anymore. I have to get them online. The stores just don't carry them anymore. I can get them at the office store here in town, but they're so expensive. It's incredible how expensive they are. They used to be really cheap, but now it's like $45 for a spool of 100. That kind of sounds like a lot, but that's only 430 gigabytes maximum. And when you're doing video, that's not a lot, Like when I go out and do my tours, my SJ cam saves files in 4 gigabyte segments, so that's like one file per disc. It could take me 3 or 4 discs just for one day out. So, 100 discs don't cover very much. So I'm just not burning anything right now. I'm deleting anything that I don't need, because if I don't, I don't have room for new stuff, right? So I just kind of stopped burning everything. The important stuff I'm keeping, yes. I guess that's all I had to say. So that was a bit of a bummer. It didn't upset me too much. If it was something that I couldn't get again or something, I guess there's some there I can't, but you know, it would have upset me more. But the other day, I did that video when I was going to Ideal Supply. I believe that was last day of the year, and they were closed. And I came home. I have I have to fax the estimate to ODSP, so I don't want crinkles in it. So I have it on a clipboard, and I had the clipboard inside a plastic bag so I can stick it in my backpack without, you know, messing up the pages, curling everything up or whatever. Well, I keep that in a box over top of my computer, and it's also over top of where I have my hard drives and the cooling fans that are blowing on the hard drives. So I stuck it in there, and the handles of the plastic bag were hanging out. That's no big deal. I woke up in the middle of the night to this grinding noise, and I thought, oh great, another hard drive's gone. So I turned the light on, it's like, nope. One of the handles from the plastic bag kind of drooped down, and it's in the cooling fan. So as the fan blade's hitting it, it just made this grinding noise. It sounded just like a hard drive. So I was pretty happy to hear that. So actually the first thing I did was I turned off the two power strips that I have my hard drives on, like the USB power strips. They're like their own little computers. So I turned those off, so all the hard drives were off. I said, why am I still hearing this noise? That's when I noticed. That's when I turned the light on, and I saw the plastic bag rubbing against the fan. It's like, oh jeez. So that was good. Kind of worried me a little bit. So I'm heading out today. It's pretty frosty. I got frost on my windows here, actually. I can't just take the camera off and turn it around to show you. So I will take a picture of that, so you can see what I'm seeing. And I'll stick it up beside me here, so I'll do a vertical. Which side? Oh, my phone looks like it's fogged up. It still looks like it's fogged up. I don't know why it's doing that. Why? I don't know, guys. It's just kinda, it just looks like everything's all foggy. I don't know if it's gonna, focus on this, on the window, or if it's focusing outside. And with my glasses, not wearing my glasses, I can't really tell. Okay, you try one on the other side here too. I just hope it's not gonna focus on outside. I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to put these freezing cold glasses on. It's cold. Okay. Well, that's a good one. That focused on the frost. Let's see if I can close that. Oh yeah, they both focused on the frost. Nice. So I get two pictures there, I'll show you. So I come out today. I snuck out. Nobody saw me coming out, so my shopping trip isn't going to get hijacked today. I have to get a couple boxes of cereal, and that's all I'll be able to fit in my backpack, so I couldn't get anything else for anybody. Ken was busy at his computer, and Michelle was asleep, so yay, I get to go out and get what I need. So, it's not a big deal, it's just what I need to get, I need room for it, that's all. So it's Sunday today. Not else I can do. I gotta go to Timmy's first. I'm completely out of coffee. Finish that just before I come out. And so I gotta go grab that first. Actually, I'll probably stop at Value Mart first, grab my cereal, and then go to Timmy's. Because I'm thinking of getting my wraps today. Probably will. It'd be kind of cold to sit outside and eat them, but I don't know. And depending on how much power I have left after that, going straight there. And I'll see. I kind of want to do the trail, like the squiggly trail. We don't have a lot of snow, it's just the cold. I'm just kind of wondering about the batteries with the cold, how long they're going to last. I guess I'll just kind of go from there. Maybe stop down at the dam. But we'll see. It looks like there's a little bit of a breeze. The trees are kind of wiggling like this a little bit. One's outside the window here. I don't think there's anything else I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to talk about the hard drive and the cold temperature and the snow that we got. Okay, I swear I just saw a bug fly by. It just kind of come up the window and went that way. It almost looked like a fast-moving bumblebee. I don't know what that was. It wasn't a snowflake. That's just weird. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna start rambling. I gotta go chilly tour and have me some fun. Hopefully. Batteries, we'll see. Oh, brr. I hadn't thought about it until I was out. I should have got my heated gloves out today. I haven't needed them yet this year, because it has, or this season, because it hasn't been all that cold. I could have used them today. So I got what I needed at Volume Art, and even got a little extra. I know it looks like a jar of whiskey, but I got my maple syrup. I got the big jar. This is the big one, and it's got the medium size and then the little one. Remember before I said they were $13. Well, they're on sale this week for $9.99, so I grabbed one. $10. It's actually not too bad. So I got the big one. Even, you know, it's like I say, I think the difference between the sizes is just the amount it's been processed. This one's probably got more water in it, but that's okay. That flavor's still gonna be there in my coffee. So I have some pretty sweet coffee for a little while. I imagine somebody else is gonna want to use it too, and that's okay. So I got the Timmy's, and well, I tell you, it sure feels like winter out there today, that's for sure. First time this year it's actually felt like winter, like cold, snowy winter. Kind of reminds me of when I was in Saskatchewan. It was minus 40 degrees Celsius. That was pretty cold. That's the coldest temperature I've been in. I think it was like minus 41. I think. That was crazy. And that was years ago. I'm not even going to try to guess what year that was. Probably 1991, somewhere in that area. But it was cold, to say the least. It was cold. That's kind of when I pulled into Timmy's drive-thru. That's just kind of what it reminded me of. Just the exhaust coming off the vehicles and the just feeling the cold. Yeah, it just, and the ground. Even though a lot of places have been salted, there's still snow on the ground itself. So because when it gets really, really cold, the salt really doesn't have any effect, because the salt relies on water. And if it's super cold, there's no water, so the salt can't really do anything. As the salt itself doesn't melt the snow, it's the salt water. It turns it into salt water, which raises the freezing temperature, or freezing point, which melts more snow, which adds more water to the salt, and etc., etc. Oh, there's a squirrel on the fence. I don't know what I was seeing. So when it's super cold out, the roads never really get cleared. They get plowed off, but they remain snow covered. And I actually like that. I like driving on that surface, nice hard surface. Unless it lasts a while. And if there's like a snowstorm or something during that period of time, it gets really packed down really hard and it gets potholes in it. It's like driving across the surface of the moon. Yeah, it's horrible, but just that hard snow surface itself, I actually like driving on that. And there's usually sand embedded in it from the salt trucks, because they drop sand and salt. But anyways, back to Timmy's. I got there, and I'm seeing all these breakfast sandwiches on the screen. Oh, crap. I can't get my chicken wraps today, because I'm not used to being out in the mornings. I forgot. It's too soon. They're not available yet. So I could have got my farmer's breakfast wrap, which I used to get, but they're not on my list of rewards things, like 2 for the price of 1 type thing. That's not on the list for this week, so I couldn't get them, because otherwise I'd be paying full price for them. And I only buy those the wraps when they're, when there's a deal. So right now I'm getting the chicken bacon ranch wraps. They're actually pretty good, and they're thick. There's a lot of chicken in them, which is pretty cool. And they're usually buy one get one free or 2 for $8. Actually, I think that's the same deal as the breakfast wraps. I don't know, don't remember. But that last one I had was crispy. Like, it was almost like the hash brown was cooked too long. It was like really hard, crunchy potato. I couldn't eat that. It just killed my gums, because I could say I don't have any teeth, right? I can't eat crunchy. So I haven't bought one since then. And somebody told me that that's how they're doing it now. They're making them crispy, which means I'll never be able to eat them again. So before I actually order them, I want to ask, and I keep forgetting to ask. So I haven't got to that point yet. So Monster was pretty slow today, which kind of gave me an indication the batteries are probably going to die really quickly, which they did. So by the time I got to the other end of town, I was at my second last bar, so I decided not to do the squiggly trail. I just went straight to the dam, sat down there, took a break, and then I took the park trail home. And by the time I got to the end of that trail, just before I come back out to the road, that's when my low battery warning started. So it's possible I could have managed the whole trip, but I didn't want to take any chance. It's hard to push the Monster home when I've got a copy in my hand. So anyway, I guess that's all I got for today. Oh, I'm starting to shiver now. The only part of me that was really cold was like across my forehead here, like right across here. It was actually hurting. You know, it was so cold, and the tips of my fingers. That was the only part of me that was really cold. But just sitting here now, I'm starting to shiver a little bit. So I don't know why. I don't know. That was an interesting sound. So anyway, I gotta go and get all warmed up. And I'm gonna add me a little bit of maple syrup to my Timmy's coffee. See how that tastes. I don't think I've tried it with an actual Timmy's coffee. It's usually the homebrew I put it in. So anyway, I gotta go and get warmed up. Thanks for watching, guys.